Touchscreens are kind of old news sometimes now. Our next guest is bringing you the next generation of interaction with our electronics. He is the CEO of a company called Tarsier. Shafa Wala. Shafa, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Thank you.
First of all, tell me about how already touchscreens you're saying can be old news.
Well, touchscreens are actually very, very powerful technology. It allows you to directly interact with your device using hand gestures exactly where you want to interact. So you're not using a cursor and moving that around, but touchscreens are limited with 2D interaction only, and they're small screens. And really what we've been looking for is a solution for interacting with your TV, the largest screen in your house, from a distance. And we want to do that in a very intuitive way using hand gestures. So we invented this technology called MoveEye, which is a set of eyewear that you actually wear, and it actually locates your gestures and recognizes them and pinpoints them to the screen exactly where you want to interact. So you could just point at an icon and launch it, or grab a 3D model and rotate it with your hands. And it also has the 3D capability, which we're showing off in Eureka Park right now. Cool. 3D interface, 3D buttons popping out at you, and you can actually push them in a very, very kind of natural way, like you would do in everyday life.
So it's working well, and of course I'm holding a prototype of these glasses. These are two cameras, it looks like, very tiny cameras.
Yep.
Above the nose bridge of these glasses. They're so small, it's probably hard for Chris to even show, but trust me, there's two little tiny cameras here.
Yep, and those are just standard cell phone type cameras, and those allow us to actually produce depth information that allows us to recognize gestures very robustly and actually target those gestures to the screen based on your unique perspective, your visual perspective. So depending on whether you're left eye dominant or right eye dominant, you might perceive your gesture to be located slightly off in terms of where it is in line of sight of the screen.
So that's the two cameras?
That's the two cameras.
To be predominant left or right eye. Mm-hmm. So I would be holding my hand up to, say, raise the volume or change the channel or do that sort of thing.
Sure, yep.
And this is what's picking up that gesture and then interfacing with the TV. And of course, this being a prototype, you want to show the fact that the electronics are really small. You're able to do all of this on these printed circuit boards. It's on kind of the side of the glasses themselves.
Yeah. So we didn't hide anything. Exposed all of our components, so you can see really how small we're getting this down to. And this is an early prototype. We want to get it down to about half that size, and the battery as well down. So really looking for some areas of improvement. We don't have industrial designers in our small team of engineers at our startup, so we don't do all of the full design work of it, but we're at the functional point at this stage.
And MoveEye is the technology then that you've created? Is that the
Yep.
idea here?
Mm-hmm. MoveEye is the software behind this and the hardware that makes up the glasses that you wear. And really the unique capability of this gesture interaction technology compared to all the other gesture technologies available today, like Microsoft's Kinect and Leap Motion's device. Our technology allows you to localize the gestures based on your perspective. So it really allows you to do that thing like pointing.
Yeah.
We call that direct interaction. So tablets and touchscreens are actually direct interaction because you actually point and click on the button exactly where you perceive it to be located. We don't have a way of doing that with TVs. This is the solution.
Yeah, and you don't want to be doing that. You're not going to get up and walk 10 feet across your living room to tap something on your big screen and then have fingerprints on it.
Exactly, yep.
Very cool. When do you expect that this will be available?
Well, we're actually looking for a licensing partner. So we don't want to take this directly to the consumer. We're actually trying to find a licensing partner that will work with us, and actually we'll work with them. We'll take our hardware reference design and software development kit and help them build a consumer-ready product within a year.
Very cool. And then any idea as to pricing? I know it's kind of early yet, but is there a goal here, a price point that you're looking for?
We'll probably not dictate the price. We'll probably let the licensee dictate the price, but it'll probably be somewhere in the range of $150 to $300.
Okay. Now, can multiple people be wearing them as you're watching television and do gestures and just kind of mess with each other?
Correct. That's actually one of the key benefits of using this particular gesture technology.
Excellent. So you can have a whole lot of people involved.
Yep.
Now, the glasses almost look like they could be also maybe 3D glasses. If you've got a 3D TV, is this something you can also work into?
Yep, we've actually we've started off with 2D interaction, tapping into touchscreen applications like Android and things like that, and And we actually have a full 3D interface on display in Eureka Park right now, and we'll be able to showcase that. We're using polarized lenses that are, you can see right here, those are polarized 3D lenses, and a polarized 3D TV, and we're actually able to create our full interface in 3D with icons and 3D models popping out at you, and you're interacting with them in a very natural way.
Well, Shafa, it sounds like you've got some really cool plans, and I hope they all come through, and I hope you get that partner to work with you. Stay in touch with us and let us know how things are going. It's the company is called Tarsier, which is an animal, I believe?
Yep, it's one of the smallest primates with very, very large eyes. We thought it was kind of indicative of what we're trying to go for. So, yep, that's the name of the company, and we're hoping to interface with some licensing partners here at CES.